Hey, how do you do? How do you do? I do well. My name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. There are 6 people here. I'm just going to really slow it down for the first minute because I usually just start rambling straight away. So let's just let it simmer for a minute, just for a minute, so that we can process the fact that we beat Juventus in a second cup final this season. A second cup final this season. Allegri ball is dead. It will remain dead. And you could sign him Mbappe, Messi, Virgil van Dijk as well. And he still wouldn't get the job done. Maybe with Van Dijk he would. But sign him any attackers in the world and he won't get the job done because he sucks. He's a crap manager. And there will be some Allegri slander here today. There are 12 people with me on Inter Worldwide, which means it's a good time to start with the specifics and the celebrations. Let me know in the chat if you are coming through. Let's open the chat for the first time today. 10 in 10, the conversation starter with the bad boys, Tim and Owen. Coppa Italia champions. Yes, we are. Hey, speak of the devil. Oh, yeah, that's right. I put a link in the chat, didn't I? Hey, Tim. How you doing,
hey,
man?
buddy, Bruce. What a win.
Oh, my bro. Hey,
man. So good. Hey, I'm so stoked.
Oh, bro. It was a day. It was a day. And, man, when it went 2-1, I freaked out. I freaked the fuck out. I'm not going to lie. Because I started to walk my dog at 1-0 and I barely made it 2 streets before it was 2-1. And then after watching us possess the ball for large periods of time, it got to the 80th minute and I thought, this is going to be one of those games where we look back on and go, wow, we really were the better team and we bombed it again, just like we did in the first leg of this Coppa game, semi against them last season. Remember, Bastoni had a horrible error in that semi-final. Yeah. But Hakan with one of the best penalties I've ever seen in an Inter jersey. And then before you know it, it's the Ivan Perisic show. How you feeling, my bro?
Oh, man. I've been like walking on clouds into school today. You know, the U9 kids that usually annoy me, I'm high-fiving them. I'm loving life. I'm loving life. It's great. No, I woke up, I had to watch a dodgy stream as well. And I woke up, it was 1-0. I'm feeling great. And then the internet's cutting in and out. And before you know it's 2-1, I didn't know what happened. So I was pretty shitty this morning, to be honest. And then, it was a good ending. It was great.
Yeah.
I was jumping around the place. It was awesome.
We're going to get to Perisic as well in this show. So let me know if you are here. There's 17 people with me. Harry, how you going, man? I won't be able to make the live stream. We're going to take the kids to school. That's fantastic, man. Big ups to you. If you do come back, I'm probably on for about half hour, 40 minutes today. Absolute tops. What's going on, Emiliano? Congratulations. Congratulations to my boy, Matt Pickham. Congratulations to Barella is the best. Yes, he is the best. He still is the best. He hasn't had the best season, but we were crying out for a Barella worldie all season, and he's pulled it out of his culo in the Coppa Italia final. The most overrated midfielder that Juve fans say has scored against Juve again, Tim.
Oh, man. Yeah, I've watched that goal at least 6 times today. I've been showing Owen. I've been grabbing anybody who'll watch it. I'm showing them all 4 goals. How good was the penalties? How good were they? They're incredible.
Ice cold. Ivan Perisic is an absolute bomb. Honestly, he's like a hack at the moment. Razor Vorian, thanks for coming through. Was working the night shift and told the doctor to book me an ECG because my heart rate was 120 at 2.2. I was pacing around the house, man. I was really biting my t-shirt. Lashton, congratulations to you. Thanks for coming through to Inter Worldwide. So, Tim, I guess the question needs to be asked. Where was the game won today? Where were the crucial moments? And how did it get to 4-2? Well, we start off with the Barella worldie at 7 minutes in, and you're thinking really good. And we maintain that possession and that form pretty much till towards the back end of the first half. The back end of the first half, Juve start to get a little momentum. They start to get a little more of the ball. I swear to God, Dybala is signing for us next season because what was with his shooting game today? Got into all the right positions like he usually does, could not hit the target. Then, second half starts. Inter really are sitting back there. They're very patient to want to grow into the second half. They're more than happy to see it play out. However, a shot from Alexandro, not the best goalkeeping from Handanovic, but he kept us in that first half for a while. So no criticism going the Capitano's way today from me. And then it's basically Dusan Vlahovic from... I've only seen the game once. One thing I didn't have the luxury today at work, man, was to watch anything. I was on deck all day, so I still need to go back and watch a lot. But from what I saw and what I've read, Damian actually is a little late to make his run and adjust his positioning. And because of that, he keeps Juventus on side. I forget if it's Dybala or Vlahovic, but Vlahovic in the end makes it count. And it's 2-1. And at that point, you're thinking, this is perfect for Massimo Allegri. This is perfect. Yeah. This is exactly what he wants. He is going to shut up shop. And that's exactly what the fucking coward did. He completely shut up the shop. And from there on in, it wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. And we're really lucky that we got it. But at the same time, controversial decision number one for me is still a penalty. I think it's tangled up in Perisic's legs. I didn't even bother to get screenshots of it. I was too busy. But I think that's a penalty, man. So I'll pause there, man. Right now we're at 2-2. Hakan's penalty. What do you make of the game so far?
Yeah, I agree. I reckon this whole thing is squarely on Allegri's shoulders. I think that he completely shut up shop, and you could tell exactly what you said. As soon as they shut up shop, it was all in time. We were just attacking, and you could feel it coming. I also reckon as well, and I'm usually a bit of a critic of him, but I think DeMarco was really good today when he came on. Like when he came on, he was just attacking, throwing balls into the box. And I think that's what got the momentum going, was those changes. And then the penalty comes. I think it was a soft penalty, but it's a penalty. Okay, it's soft, but it's still a penalty by the rules. And then, yeah, man, that Hakan free kick, penalty. I thought that was going way over. As soon as he hit it, I went, and then to hit that top corner like that, that is just world class. Absolutely world class.
Millimeters. It was millimeters away from hitting the crossbar and bouncing back, and we wouldn't be in the game, man. We would have lost it 2-1. No. But yeah, Emiliano says something great. I'm loving the hate from the Juve and Milan fans, bro. It is. I'm drinking proper salty tears today, man. It is awesome. I love it. The Bonucci sub for me won us the game. Head scratching for sure. Yeah, it wasn't a good one, man. And my boy Ed in one of the chats called it as soon as he was coming on. He's like, Bonucci will be the reason that they lose. And I just looked at it and laughed. I'm like, yeah, okay. And he actually turned out to be a proper villain today, man. The second penalty on De Ligt is stone wall for me. He gets his whole rib in the way, and there's no complaints about that. And lucky for us, our third choice penalty taker is better than our first choice penalty taker, which is Lautaro. And Ivan Perisic scores. It's 3-2. But Tim, the best is yet to come, man. I think only about 3 minutes later. Is it only 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, something like that?
Yeah. Wasn't long. It wasn't long.
I couldn't believe it, because when we scored the penalty to make it 3-2, I only cheer and celebrate for what, a good maybe 5-10 seconds, because I've still got massive PTSD from Juventus in the past. It's only 3-2. But when that bomber goes in, I lost it, man, because I knew we weren't gonna lose it from there. How do you feel in that 4-2, especially after that Perisic one?
Oh, yeah, man. Like the Perisic one went in, I was kind of the same, half celebrating. But yeah, you have that PTSD where you go, I never count Juventus out until even the last minute. I was like, they could still score 2 goals. They could still do it. I was worried. But yeah, when Perisic hit that volley in, I literally jumped around like a little girl. I was going crazy. I was getting ready for school, and I just went ballistic. But just to see him score a penalty that well with his right foot, and then scoring a left-footed volley straight after it, is just, he's world class. That's it. There's no doubt about it. He's a world class player.
He is, man. And I guess the next thing I want to talk about while we're on him now, did you hear his comments after the game regarding his contract extension?
I read on Semper Inter that it was something, I didn't know if it was him or Inzaghi said it, but something about you don't leave it to the last minute to sign your best players. Was that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Now, was that Perisic that said that, or Inzaghi?
I'm not sure. I can check for you.
Please do, because that'll make me feel a lot better if it's Inzaghi, because then it's just sort of like just a frustrating comment from the coach. If it's said by the player, that shows that the player still has intentions to move abroad if he wants to. If you're not going to offer me something, that's fine. I'll go. I'm not going to sit around and beg for it.
Yeah, I think the title makes it sound like it was Perisic, but I'll just quickly read it again. Hang on.
Yeah, hard to convince opponent fans we are not paying the refs. That only shows how great we are. Bro, I said it before, I'll say it again. VAR is the worst thing to ever happen to Juve. Worst thing to ever happen for it. They've built a lot of their titles off winning bullshit decisions throughout seasons. And now that they need to be held accountable on a technological level, oh, well, it is what it is, man. It was Perisic. Matt says it was Perisic. So Perisic said it, man. Yeah. So I am a little worried about that comment, to be honest, because that says that he's not happy and that he's had a really good season, and I've seen him really grow into his passion for the club again since he returned from Bayern Munich, where he had almost lost that passion while he was working under the Icardi regime and Spalletti, because he was flirting with Manchester United, flirting with Tottenham Hotspur for a while, Arsenal as well, and it just never happened. And he's come back here and he's just been rejuvenated, and he's such a leader. He's got such good friends here. We need that contract extension signed. I said it right after the game. I hope it's waiting in his locker when he gets back there, but I think he might be. It's a tricky one, because the big difference between a 2-year contract and a 3-year contract, especially if he's going to ask for something like $6 million, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's been a really strange kind of tension since Goslin's came in, because it was a strange move without verifying what's happening with Perisic. And to me, if I was Perisic, I would feel a bit pushed out by that signing, but got to see.
Yeah, Matt says it doesn't think it was from after the game. It's recycled from a few days before. Man, the football media's got a great way of making you think the worst, man, because I thought it actually came out today from Fabrizio Romano. That's what I thought on Twitter. So if it's a few days before the game, then look, tonight would be a night where those 2 goals would really, really make him want to stay. Actually, his reaction after we concede the first goal, he bolts the ball into the back of the net. This guy hates Juve with everything, and he really was the reason we came away with the trophy tonight, Tim.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. He's hands down MVP for the game. Like, he's just a true professional. Every time we talk about him, he's true professional. Ever since he's gone to Bayern as well, I think he's stepped up again. But I think people forget how good he was, when Spalletti was here as well. Yeah. Like, he was great. He was always one of our best players. Yeah. I think it was just the whole Icardi saga kind of, there's probably a lot going on a lot going on in the back dressing rooms as well. So, but no, he's incredible. Love Perisic.
Yeah, I think Perisic said that as a way to get a better contract. For me, he deserves it. He's got a champion mentality. Yeah, he really does, man. I really hope he stays too. That goal was absolutely phenomenal today, and you can just see it in the faces of the teammates. We were extremely ecstatic when that went in. So now my question to you, Tim, and my question to everybody in the chat, and thank you for joining me. We've got 17 people here. What does this victory over Juventus make it a successful season, regardless of how the Scudetto race ends?
I'd say, I think it is. I think it still is. Obviously, it's still going to be that little bit bittersweet having Milan beat us. But I think, if you went at the start of the season, said we're going to win the Super Coppa and the Coppa Italia, make it to the round of 16 and be in it to the last minute for the Scudetto, it's like that's a successful season, especially after. We've said it a million times, but when you look at Conte leaving, Lukaku leaving, all the backroom staff leaving with him, Hakimi leaving, it's a huge success to me for Inzaghi to come in and do it in his first season.
Yeah, well done, well said. And King Abdullah would agree. Yeah, so well done to Inzaghi, man. He's had to handle the pressure of coming here and taking over Antonio Conte, that absolute sociopath, man. And Antonio Conte on the sideline, he's just, for me, you can still see the difference during moments of the game. And I'm going to talk about this more at the end of the season when I review Inzaghi's season properly. But there are moments in our performances under Inzaghi that did not happen under Antonio Conte. I'm talking about periods of 10 to 12 to 15 minutes where things just go blank. It didn't happen under the, I hate using this word, and by all means, I'm using it in the most respectful, lack of a better term, the Nazi regime that Conte demands in a squad, in the dressing room. It's really go, 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 or as he would say, die, 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 a million times an hour in every single training session. Inzaghi had one of the toughest jobs in European football this season, Tim, and to be stripped of your best goal scorer, your second best assister, to lose your assistant coach, your head of physiology and exercise, and all of the staff that come with that, Mr. Inzaghi has had a really good season. He's sitting on an 8 out of 10 for me right now, and it turns into a 10 if you win the Scudetto.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, 8 out of 10 is good because it's definitely a success, a little bit of room for improvement. But the thing I'm most excited about is that historically, if you're saying a coach's first season in charge, like look at Conte's first season, didn't win Scudetto, and then he betters it. It's only good things to come from now on with Inzaghi. And I think if we can get a couple of players, couple of more chess pieces in place, get rid of some of the garbage we don't need, I think we can go on to a really successful next few years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Mr. Jesus in the chat, thank you very much for coming through. King Abdullah, Inzaghi himself said the club gave him the goal of top 4, but we are winning trophies. That's a huge W, 100%.
Yeah.
Depends on how we start our season. Was or what happened. I say it's a good season. Yep, Razor says it does. If you told me we would still be fighting for the league to the last 2 games and 2 trophies after getting a new coach and downgrading the team, well done. Mr. Inzaghi is the Juve killer, always wins finals against them, 100%. But not only that, guys, we won a lot of games with Inzaghi this season against the big sides. He's pumped Roma twice in the league, once in the Coppa. He's beaten Lazio once. He has beaten Napoli and taken a draw as well. So 4 points out of 6 there. We have lost 1 game to Milan, drawn 1 game, and won 1 game against Milan. So we have beaten Milan, and we've also beaten Juve 3 times this season and 1 draw. It's a good season, man. Like, that's a really good sign that you give this guy, as you said, a couple of extra chess pieces next season, and you start to form the squad just a little bit more tight-knit with a little bit better depth, and you really could be somewhere.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, realistically, if we take out February and that schedule, and you've said this before, that schedule was the hardest schedule I've ever seen for a football team. If you take out that month there, and that's the difference. Last season, we had no Champions League football after the group stage, and we were able to concentrate on the league. Look what Milan's done. They're not a better team than us. Like, I'll say that very proudly. They're not a better team than us, but they've been able to concentrate just on the league for the last however many weeks, and we've been concentrating on 3 different fronts. So I think that's the only thing. Like I said, the thing that's stopping it from being 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 season is that I think it's the way we've lost to Milan that I know we're a better team than them. And somehow we've let it slip. So I think that's the only disappointment. But now that we've won the Coppa Italia, I think it's gonna whatever happens from now on, I'm feeling pretty happy.
First Coppa Italia since 2011 when we beat Palermo. Fantastic stuff. You gotta love that. There's Danilo, rightfully so. I love this shot. I just wanted to put it in there. Can't wait for Dybala and Onana. So let's segue into what the pieces could be to come in next season. Tim, you just let me know if you need to bounce and spend time with your beautiful family, man. I'll be here for another 15, 20 minutes or so. I'm
all good.
I saw a headline, bro. I saw a rumor the other day that we could be looking at swapping Joaquin Correa for Rodrigo de Paul. I'm a huge fan of this rumor. If this was to materialize, this would be great. It's not that I don't like Joaquin Correa. He looks like a really nice guy. I really, really vibe with the meat that he's cooking on the grill. But the output this season, it's more than disappointing. It's almost non-existent. Today, he actually wasn't too bad when he came on for a little while because his big presence and drifting does tend to disshape the team's defense quite well. But his explosiveness on the ball, it's just not working at the moment. When he does have the ball, it's just almost not working at the moment. Very, very dribble, just pass, short passes around. Yeah. So and the fact that we had to pay an obligatory 31 million, 29 million, whatever it was to Lazio in January, he is our player now. And it's not that I don't like him, but if there is a chance to move him somewhere else for someone like De Paul, then that would be great because a player like De Paul can give rest to players like Barella, to Brozovic, and to Hakan when needed next season. It's that bit of midfield depth that I think that we really, really need. Yeah. Dybala as well would be a fantastic addition to the attack. I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. And then after that, it's just about Bremer, De Paul, Dybala. These 3 names for me injected into this team would make us guaranteed Scudetto contenders again by sheer default. What are you saying about that?
100%. Yeah, I think I feel like 2 of our 4 strikers. I'm not even going to include Caicedo in that, but 2 of our 4 strikers are probably leaving. I'm going to say it's probably going to be Sanchez and then one of Correa or Dzeko. I'm the same as you. I like Correa. I think he's got a lot of like flair and he's got a lot of something that we don't have at the moment. And I'm happy to keep him as a 3rd or 4th choice striker, but we can't go into next season with him as one of our starters, I don't think. I'm the same. I mean, if the offer's on the table to swap De Paul and Correa, I'd be taking it because De Paul is very solid and we're really missing that depth in the midfield. When it comes to Dybala, I'm all for it, man. If we can get him for free, you can't say no to that. You can't say no to Dybala.
Man,
yeah,
we get it. I still love rubbing it in some Juventini's face, like, because some of them, they really shifted the goalpost throughout the season. They went from Dybala's never going to leave us to Dybala's not going to go stay in Italy. Dybala's not going to go to Inter. Dybala's not going to go to Inter for anything less than 9 or 10 million. You guys pay him what we won't. And he ends up taking a contract smaller than what Juventus offered. Trust me, man, the Juventini, I know that tell the truth, are flaming about this in the background, and they're vocal about it, and rightfully so, because it's a dog shot move. But I'll take that pettiness here at Inter, because Juve wanted Dybala to be a leader. They wanted him to be a captain. He's not a leader and he's not a captain. He'll be coming into a team at Inter behind 7 or 8 personalities that are way bigger than him. Way bigger than him. And he will humbly slot into the team, and he will do what he can only do, play really beautiful football.
Yeah. And I mean, I was watching highlights. It must have been against, was it Genoa they just lost to last round?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I was up watching that live.
Yeah, I was watching that game, but even just seeing Dybala's few shots he took from outside the box, man, like, I am so pumped to get that in our team. Like, I know Morella scored today.
He's the only player that can still change the game for Juve, and has been for the last few years. For all the hate that they've given him this season, he's played 36 times now. For all that always injured talk, he's played 36 times now, double-digit GAs once again, always involved, always scoring, or always assisting in every single performance that he is in.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm stoked to have him. That's the thing. It'd be like us losing Lautaro or Barella for free to Juve. Imagine how pissed we'd be.
Fuck
it's huge.
that.
It's huge.
No chance. The fact that we wouldn't even entertain that idea is just showing that the levels and how big the culture shift has happened over a short period of time. And speaking of culture shift, this is one player that has actually said it in subtle interviews before. I'm pretty sure. I know Buffon has said it very vocally, and so has Pirlo, but there has been a culture change at the club. And that's a class act on screen right here if we're going to continue this weird little couple of minutes of praising Juventus players. Dybala and now Grande Giorgio. He's such a class act, man. I love this guy. I will always love this dude. And I don't even like any Juve players ever in my life, except for players like him and like Pirlo. Yeah. But he's a class act. I still remember at the Super Coppa, he was the only one there clapping us. I haven't actually watched the celebration or anything today properly, so I'm looking forward to going back. But if this is the least that he's got, that looks like one world-class professional to another world-class professional saying, congratulations, buddy, you deserve this. He is a class act, man. Grande Giorgio, I wish him the best.
Oh, he is. And the difference you feel between Bonucci and Chiellini is worlds apart. Like, Chiellini's just another level of professional. He's so much better. I'm the same. I love the guy. I love him when he plays for Italy as well. I love watching this guy play. He's just a master of the dark arts, and he's just so good.
After we didn't make the World Cup, I said it, man. Like, when I think of the Euro, I just think of Chiellini. He's almost like the shining light of the tournament and everything that makes not making the World Cup even subtly okay. I cling to the memory of Giorgio Chiellini's Euro 2020, like absolute fire, man. And I'm really, really thankful to him. And Juventus has lost the last one of a group of a long line of professionals that can maintain a club culture despite all their bullshit. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when he's gone.
100%. And did you keep eye on? I was watching it while getting ready as well, so I didn't get to keep a close eye. But I saw a few people commenting saying Dybala was hanging around a bit, giving people hugs and things like that. And so I don't know if it's just hopeful thinking, but keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on it.
I cannot wait to watch this, bro. I'm meaning to watch this. Perisic, world class. We lift the Coppa. I'm really, really excited about next season already. Lautaro and Dybala partnership will be exciting to watch. If it happens, just remember that Zhang confirmed that there is no big sales in the summer. Bro, if we can raise the 60, 65 million, however we need, without getting rid of Lautaro, by all means, don't get rid of him. Please. Yeah. I reckon we can still pocket about 20 M's for De Vrij, about 20, maybe 18 and a half, 20 for Pinamonti, maybe even more. I don't know. It depends who wants to pay Serie A tax. I think about 18, 20 million. And after that, we should be able to sell a couple of players and raise some funds elsewhere. We might not need to sacrifice it, Tim.
Yeah, I agree. I think Morata's going to have another masterclass this transfer window, and I think De Vrij is going to go for Bremer. I think it's time for him. It's like you've said millions of times. so thankful for De Vrij. He's such a professional, and he's been one of the like unsung heroes of the last few years. But I think he's starting to decline slowly. I think his time's kind of up. Needs a new change of scenery, and I think Bremer's going to come in. I think we're going to need to sell Pinamonti. Okay. We'll go to Pinamonti. I'm just going to change the conversation a little bit, but the whole Scamacca Pinamonti thing. People just look at numbers. They're going, "Oh, Pinamonti scored the same amount as Scamacca," but you look at the things that Scamacca can do off, like when he's build up plays, the goals he scored. He's way better. There's no doubt in my mind. Pinamonti gets like tap-ins or he gets dotties, and he's not bad. I don't think Pinamonti's bad, but he's not into quality. Whereas Scamacca genuinely, just is like I said, the times he gets the ball into his feet, the way he plays it off, it's like he has so much potential, and I think we should get him still. I think we should.
Good call, man. Mr. Jesus with a 5 says, what do you think of Perisic's comments after the game? Look, apparently it wasn't straight after the game. And if that's the case, then that is so much better than what I thought. So as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to go sit on my couch and pretty much watch a replay and just chill. So I'm going to catch up on a whole bunch of stuff. What else we got going that I wanted to talk about? That's pretty much it, man. We've got 2 games left. Ragazzi celebrating very good. El Toro just with another influential performance. You know, I've criticized him a lot this season, but in the last 6 or 7 games, he has not only scored goals, but he has looked like a hungry player, and he looks fit too. Yeah, he actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Lautaro. He's always been one of my favorites, and he had a slump, but he's good.
How could we do this video without talking about this man more? How could we do that? He has had such a good season. Good on him.
Yeah, he has.
Because he was getting ripped before he signed here by us, by Milan, by Juve fans. This guy copped it, and he has given it back this season. Forza Hakan, bro. Forza Hakan, man. What a season he's had.
Oh, man, he's been great, hey. He has been great. And even just a little, like today, I can't remember when it was, but he did this really nice slide tackle. He chased the ball back, slid in, took the ball away, and you're like, that's the kind of stuff I wouldn't believe I could see him doing last season, but he's just got that little bit of fight, a little bit of bulldog to him. And man, no, he's come a long way this season. I'm really happy with how he's played. Really happy.
Sure. Adam says, I love that we won this title, but imagine what a week if Milan lose to Atalanta. Bro, that would be a dream come true. What do you guys prefer, losing this title and winning Serie A if we lost this title? Man, well, I can't change what has happened, but of course I would swap a Coppa Italia for a Scudetto. Don't get me wrong. Winning a Scudetto is a 10 out of 10, and I would say a Coppa Italia is not 1, not 2. It's 3 tiers below winning a league title. But the fact of the matter remains, there are a very limited amount of accolades to win in a season. We've collected 2 out of 3 in Italy. That's something to be very proud about. Very, very proud about. We haven't won this cup in 10 years, and everybody says it, everybody around the world. The only people that act like they don't care about domestic cup football are the teams that are eliminated from domestic cup football. Nicholas says, De Vrij was our best defender in the game. He was fantastic today. I've got to admit, he really bossed Vlahovic for a lot of time. Victor says, after stepping up in PK for once, I can guarantee Hakan has got some iron balls. Buongiorno, my G.
Shami.
I left you a WhatsApp message, man. I'm sure you'll see it when you wake up. But yes, we are here. We are still celebrating. Look at this God. Look at this perfect Turkish Pide God up on the board right now, man. What a season Hakan has had. Tim, your twin DiMarco changed the game. Tim looks nothing like DiMarco, bro. I don't know what is your problem, man. Honestly, he looks nothing like DiMarco. But go DiMarco, man. As you said, he had a great performance today. And not only that, he's a proper Interista. He was the first one to get the megaphone and talk.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And he's rocking the Curva Nord shirt as well, bro. This guy is uno di noi. And, yo, you got to keep him around no matter what.
Yeah, no, I said I love DiMarco as a squad player. He's just not good enough to start. He's D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio. He's the same as that to me. Like, to me, they're the perfect squad players. They love the club. They got so much heart and passion. They can do a job. But yeah, DiMarco, honestly, he watched the game again. He was one of the biggest changes in that game going forward with his balls in. Like, my God, DiMarco was on fire today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Matt says, Sharma joining. I think he might have just woken up, man. It's 5:30, but if he is listening to this, just drop a comment if you want to. As always, bro, I'll stick around a little bit longer if he comes in. But other than that, I'm going to jet in about 5-10 minutes, absolute tops, and really enjoy my afternoon. I'm sure Tim is feeling the same with him and his family. Chala has one massive doner kebab. Oh, 100%, man. Doner kebabs. Fantastic stuff. Vamo, to make the weekend perfect, we need to relegate Cagliari. Thank you. Someone else said it. That is an awesome little side accolade for me, man. Let's get Cagliari out of Serie A. That would be fantastic. And Gasperini has to field Zapata and Muriel to win in Milan. Facts, man. I hope Milan give plenty of time to Ruslan Malinovsky on the ball so he can whack one right in the top bins. Tim, what else are you saying, man? Anything more? Any more words before I let you be and we depart in peace and enjoy the afternoon?
Yeah. No, man. I'm just stoked. I was gonna ask you how you're feeling about the games coming up this weekend, but I'm sure you're probably doing a video for that coming up.
Yeah, no, we can talk about the game coming up this weekend just for a little bit. So Cagliari in Sardinia. Let me get the league table up just for 1 second. Serie A table. We'll see
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling slightly more confident that we can actually pull this off just after today. I don't know why I'm
the whole Scudetto. See, like I'm not talking Scudetto, bro. Like I'm taking this trophy to the bank and acting like the season is pretty much good to go and done. But we'll wait for the result because I'm ready to do a video at the end of the season congratulating Milan if they win their last 2 games because that's a heroic effort from them. So the part of the ladder that we're looking at here, Cagliari have played 36 games, 29 points. It's going to be very tough for them to stay up because their last game is against Venezia. Is it? It is.
I can check for you.
It is. Check for me, man, because I'm pretty sure it is. Or I can check. I'm right here, bro. Let's check. I'm pretty sure it is, man. Okay, yeah, they're away in Venice on the last match day of the season.
Oh, that's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah. On this particular match day, Salernitana are away to Empoli. I'm really 11 o'clock Saturday night. I don't know what I'm doing. That is definitely going to be a good game. And I think Salernitana get the win because Empoli are complacent. They are safe as well. Venezia have to go away to Roma. They're not going to win that game, although Mourinho's team can be pretty crappy when they're not motivated, to be honest. We saw what happened with their hangover. With their hangover from the Leicester City game. Playing Feyenoord Rotterdam is going to be no walk in the park, bro. Their fans are going to be off the chain for that one. They're going to want to bring that trophy home.
What was this, sorry? The Roma match?
Feyenoord Rotterdam, the team that Roma plays in the Conference League final. That's going to be a tough game. Yeah. Very tough game.
Yeah, man. I'm barracking for Roma in that. I'd like to see him win something. It'd be good.
Me too. I actually support Feyenoord in the Dutch league, but my preference for Mourinho and Roma to win this tournament is actually going to override that for sure. So Cagliari Venezia on the last match day. If Salernitana grab 3 points this weekend, and we beat Cagliari, they will be relegated. So let's just hope for that. That would be really, really nice.
How good's Salernitana been? How good's that story?
Bro. Got to keep them up. I'd be so pumped if they stay up. They've still got the worst. They've still got the worst goal difference in the league by a country mile. Look at that.
Negative 41. Holy crap!
Didn't we contribute to 10 of those goals?
I think so. That's ridiculous.
Spanking cuz. Genoa. Who's Genoa got in the last 2 games? Because what a sad story that is. Not that I really care too much, but bro, they're going away to Naples this week. They're gonna get smacked. They're going to get pumped, and then they've got Bologna. That's not going to be easy. Genoa are relegated, man. Genoa are relegated.
Yeah, I'd say Venezia, Genoa gone. It's just out of 17th, 18th right now.
Venezia and Genoa are gone. They're absolutely gone. I'll have to do a relegation video on it, man, to be honest. But
jeez, that's
awesome.
Has the teams been decided who's coming up from Serie B?
Lecce won Serie B. I think for the second time in their history it is. And because they won it, I think that they will be the Empoli of next season. They look like they're ready. They're ready to spend a couple more years and not just be that dude that walks into the party, drinks 1 beer and walks back out, which is what I thought Empoli was going to be this season, but not to be. Well done to them. The other team was Cremonese, first time back in the top flight, I think since 1995-6. Their capacity stadium holds like 21K, 22K. So that'll be a roar. That'll be an absolute roar. Yeah. In terms of the playoffs, I know the teams that are in there, but let's just see who's playing who. Yeah. Serie B playoffs, because I just forget off the top of my head who's playing who. All right, Vicenza are playing the first game, I think. Yeah, leg 1 of 2. Vicenza against Cosenza, Ascoli against Benevento, Brescia play Perugia. That'll be great. That will be great. And then after that, it will be those teams will qualify to play the big boys, the bigger boys, not the big boys, the bigger boys, Monza and Pisa there. So you're definitely guaranteed to see another. Oh no, you wouldn't say that because 2 teams are already up already. That's a pain in the cooler, Tim. They play 38 games in the season, and then they've got to play this many games as a knockout just for one team. Just for one team to snake that spot. There's not 2 spots available here, bro. There's 1 spot for all these teams.
So is that like what, third to 8th place, is it? Have to play
I think
off
it's
or
third
whatever?
to eighth. I think it's third to eighth.
Gee.
Yeah, it has to be because that's how many teams there. So the winner of Vicenza, Cosenza, Ascoli, Benevento, Brescia, Perugia, Cosenza, Vicenza will go through to play semifinals against Pisa and Monza, who is actually owned by what's his face? The guy that used to
Not sure.
own Milan, Berlusconi and Galliani. I think do they both own it or just one of them owns it? I forget. I really forget.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Jono's in the house. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day. Cesare as well. We are the champions. Zero titoli. Yeah, 0 trophies for Juve this season. That is fantastic, man. I absolutely love it. I remember a few years ago, Tim, a good season for me was them not winning the Champions League, and now they've got sweet F4. We're going to do a live watch in Southwest Sydney for the last game. Bro, maybe, man, we might have to tee this up, even if it's just you and I and Bruno rocking it, bro. VAR says, Shivus, that's Sia, said on Twitter that they want to bring Cagliari Inter before the Milan-Atalanta. We will see if they change it. Why would they do that, though? What's the prerogative behind that? Because we just played a game, Milan didn't.
Yeah,
Why
we should
would
get more time.
Yeah. I mean, like, before. That would make no sense. I really hope not. Nicola says Lecce and Cremonese are promoted.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Benjamin says Coppa Italia champs, Forza Inter, Juve Merda, definitely. Where are Benevento in the Serie B standings? I think they actually finished 7th or 8th, man. They didn't have the greatest season, but they are there in the playoffs, so they could still be there.
Yeah,
22 people.
Benevento 7th.
Yeah. 22 people rocked up to Inter Worldwide. That's great. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know if you're new as well. What's going on, Amira? Good to see you celebrating from Bosnia. And Julian came in as well. Tim, that's all I'm going to have time for today. It's time to kick back. It's time to relax. It's time to celebrate. Thank you so much for jumping in, bro. I appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me, man. Such a good day. Let's get this Scudetto, mate. We can do it. We
might be able to do it. Ciao, Tim. Thanks for coming in. Guys, make sure you're liking the video. Subscribe if you are new. We are going to be here with another video for Cagliari, whether it's a match preview or not. Sorry, I've been slack on the match previews this season. That's something that I did neglect, especially towards the back end. I remember last season I was doing it a lot more frequently with Akil, but I'm just so busy, man. And I know that brother is busy as well, taking care of his beautiful family. A couple more images I had. Let's just flick through them. Hakan, the Turkish god, beautiful stuff. How good's this image right here? Look at them celebrating. Ivan Perisic, you are a don. Get the contract signed. Write your number on the table. Don't care. Oh my God, I knew I had a couple of funny images to go at the end of this. I'm actually spewing that Tim left, but that's all good. I'm only going to spend 1 minute. Look at this guy, bro. Brozovic is an anomaly. This guy is unbelievable. Look at him go. Marcelo Brozovic. Yes, it sucks. It sucks to be you. Yep, it really does. Vlahovic, I shouldn't say that. He's a great player. That was petty. I don't know if he's looking at himself thinking he made a mistake moving to this club. I think he'll just be one of the more vocal players when questioned about the managerial influence. Cortomuso, right, Allegri? Vero. Well done, Adam. Dybala, he's probably coming to us next season. Inzaghi, grande el mister. I'm very grateful. A salute and a drink from myself and from the boys at Inter Worldwide. Another big shout out to my friend Mo, who has been really, really pumping it hard on the watch-alongs as well. It's been fantastic. There's 2 more games to go this season, guys. Imagine a miracle comes off and Milan lose this weekend. I will not be able to contain my shit. My name is Anthony. Forza Inter Worldwide.